The school bell rang loudly, echoing through the wide hallways. You groaned under your breath as you packed your books into your bag. High school was already a battlefield on its own, but for you it was worse. Being the girlfriend of John Jungkook, the most feared mafia boss in Seoul, was never easy. Hey, princess of the underworld, one of the girls moved from the other side of the corridor, making her friend laugh. You clenched your fist but ignored them, walking faster, but of course they didn't stop. But she only passed the math exam because she threatened the teacher. Touch mafia dash. That was it. You turned around so quickly that the group froze. Say that again. You snapped. Your voice sharp. The girl smirked. But you will run and cry to your little mafia boyfriend? Hmm? Before you knew it, you had slammed your fist into her jaw. The hallway gasped before books fell, and within seconds, you and the girl were a mess of pulled hair, fist, and loud screaming. When enough, a teacher shouted, rushing to pull you away. Your lips was bleeding, and your uniform was messy, but your glare was unshaken. She asked for it. You spat. Fixing your hair, the teacher looked horrified. Principal office now. The walk to the principal office was quiet, except for your pounding heartbeat. You were more annoyed than scared. What was the worst they could do? Suspend you? Big deal. The principal, Mr. Han, looked at you like you had just murdered someone in front of him. When this is the third time you have gotten into a fight this semester, do you realize how serious this is? He scolded, slamming his hand on the desk. You just shrugged. Maybe people should stop running their mouths. Stop making excuses. Mr. Han rubbed his temple. I have had enough of this attitude. If your parents won't do something about your behavior, then maybe someone else will. Your brows frowned. What do you mean? The principal's smirk was almost evil as he picked up his office phone. I heard rumors about you that you are dating someone dangerous. Let's see how he feels about his little girlfriend causing chores at school. I'm calling him. Your head doped. What? No, you can't do that. But the principal had already dialed the number. You watched in her as the phone rang and then clicked. Hello, a deep, velvety voice spoke on the other side. Your stomach twisted. Jungkook. Principal Han. Hello, Mr. John. This is the principal of Seoul High. I believe you are dating one of my students, Miss Wine. I think we need to talk about her behavior. You froze in your seat, your pulse racing. Jungkook, calm but sharp, put her on the phone. Mr. Han passed the receiver to you with a smug look. Go on, talk to your boyfriend. You pressed the phone to your ear, biting your lip nervously. You. Jungkook, please don't be mad. There was silence for a beat. Then his voice stopped, low and dangerous. Jungkook, what did you do this time, baby girl? You salad hat. I might have punched someone. The silence was deadly. Junko, stay right there. I'm coming. Click. The line went dead. Your principal chuckled. Good. Maybe he will teach you some disciplines. Little did he know, John Jungkook teaching someone a lesson was never a good thing. The clock ticked painfully slow as you sat stiff in the principal's office. Your palms were sweating, heart pounding in your chest. Every crack of the hallway outside made you jump. Principal Han leaned back smugly in his leather chair. Let's see if your boyfriend can scare me, he muttered. But the moment the heavy double doors of the school swung open with a loud bang, you knew everyone was about to regret this. A tall figure settled in black tailor suit, silver chain glinting against his throat, tattoos peeking from beneath his cuffs. His cold, sharp eyes scanned the office until they landed on you, John Jungkook. Students gasped from the hallway as whispers spread like wildfire. Is that's John Jungkook, the mafia boss. Oh my god, he is here. The atmosphere grew suffocating as Jungkook walked in, his presence alone making even the teacher step back. He didn't say a word at first. Just look at you, he saw clenched, his eyes dark, and you could tell. He was furious. Mr. John, Principal Han began nervously, forcing a smile. Thank you for coming. Please sit. But Jungkook ignored him completely. He crouched in front of you, gently grabbing your chin with his tattooed hand, tilting your face up. Who touched you? He asked quietly, his eyes scanning the cut on your lip. Your throat went dry. No one, I did the touching. For a moment, his cold faggot cracked. His lips stitched into almost a smile, but then he sighed and stood up, turning his glare to the principal. You called me here? Jungkook's voice was low, commanding. Why? Principal Han cleared his throat. Mr. John, your girlfriend here is out of control. She attacked another student. This is unacceptable. She needs discipline, maybe suspension. Jungkook slammed his palm on the desk so hard the principal flinched. Discipline? Jungkook's voice stopped, laced with venom. You let your students harass her, call her names, and when she defends herself, you call it misbehavior. The room went silent. Principal Han stuttered. Sir, that's not. Jungkook leaned closer, eyes burning. If she ever gets disrespect under your roof again, Principal Han, I won't be so polite. The principal's face turned pale. Yes, of course. Won't happen again. You bite back a laugh at the sight of your arrogant principal practically trembling in front of Jungkook. But then Jungkook turned back to you, his gaze softer yet dangerous. Wine outside now, you saluted, obeying instantly. He was calm in front of others, but you knew the storm was reserved for you. The hallway was empty as you followed him out of the building. His black car was parked at the curb. Guarded by two men in dire suits, he opened the passenger door for you. Voice clipped. Get in, you slid in, heart racing. When he finally got into the driver's seat, the silence was unbearable. He didn't start the car, he just sat there, gripping the steering wheel, his shirt tense. Jungkook, you whispered. Finally, he turned his head slowly, his eyes looking onto yours. You think it's funny? His voice was calm, but the anger underneath was terrifying. You blinked. What? You could have gotten hurt, he snapped. Do you have any idea what would happen to me if someone touched you? If someone laid a hand on was mine? You husked. I was defending myself. I don't care. He cut you off, leaning closer. His hand came up to grip your jaw. Again, this time harder. You don't raise your fist. You don't bleed. Not when I'm not there to protect you. You stared at him, stunned by the raw intensity in his voice. So, what should I do? I should just let people call me names? Humiliate me, his eyes softened for a second, then he sighed, pressing his forehead against yours. No, you tell me, and I will make sure they never speak again. Your chest tightened. Despite his anger, his words made your heart flutter, because this was Jeon Jungkook, the man who ruled an empire, yet melted when it came to you. Jungkook, you whispered, brushing your thumb over his hand. I'm sorry, I can't stand people talking about you like that, about us. His gaze darkened, lips parting slightly. Baby, before he could say more, his phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen, his expression turning cold again. Wait here, he ordered, stepping out of the car to take the call. You watched him from the window, bro. Shoulders tense were sharp as he bit orders into his phone. Even in danger, even in anger, he looked like pure sin, dangerous yet magnetic. And you realized maybe you had not gotten into trouble. Maybe trouble had just made him fall deeper for you. The car door shut with a thud as Jungkook slipped back inside, sliding his phone into his pocket. His face was unreadable, but his knuckles were still tense against the steering wheel. The engine roared to life, and the black luxury car pulled away from the school. The silence between you two was heavy, suffocating. You twisted your fingers in your lap, sneaking glances at him. His sharp jaw, his clenched teeth, the way his tattooed hand gripped the wheel. It was enough to make your stomach twist with both fear and something else. Finally, you broke the silence. Are you mad at me? His dark eyes flickered toward you for a second before focusing back on the road. What do you think, sweetheart? You pouted. I think you are overreacting. It was not that bad. Suddenly, the car swerved to the side, stopping sharply on an empty street. Your breath caught as Jungkook turned toward you, his eyes blazing. Not that bad, his voice was low, dangerous. He leaned closer, one hand slamming against the headrest behind you, caging you in. You came home with a bloody lip. You got back to the principal's office, and the entire school saw you fight, and you think it's not that bad. You shrank under his piercing gaze, whispering, I was just defending myself. He just ticked. For a long moment he said nothing, then he leaned back in. His seat sliding, his seat sighing. You drive me insane, Ryan. Your eyes softened, but you still love me. His lips twitched into the smallest smirk. Love you enough to bury anyone who makes you cry. You're just warm, but you still tease. That's not very boyfriend like. Oh baby, Jungkook chuckled directly, reaching out to pinch your chin between his fingers. I'm not a boyfriend, I'm a mafia boss. You knew what you were signing up for? The car fell into a calmer silence after that. Tuffy's hand found your thigh, squeezing it possessively as it dove. Jungkook, you whispered, resting your hand over his. I really didn't mean to cause trouble. I just hate when people call me names because of you. His eyes softened briefly. Tuffy's voice stayed stern. Then let me deal with them, not you. You are mine to protect mine. No one else gets to see you fight. No one else gets to see you bleed. Only me. He trudged to your chest at the intensity of his words that sounded kinda hot. You muttered under your breath. His head snapped toward you. One brow raised, his lips curling into a smirk. Oh, you think me being angry is hot? Your face turned crimson. I didn't say that. You just did. Before you could defend yourself, his car pulled into the driveway of his sleek, modern mansion. Guards bowed as he stepped out, circling around to open the door. Come inside, he ordered softly, holding his hand out to you. You hesitated. Are you going to punish me? His dark chuckle sent shivers down your spine. Depends on how sorry you are. Inside, the mansion was quiet, the air heavy with his presence. He led you to the living room, pulling you down onto the leather sofa beside him. Talk. He sat leaning back casually. Thuffy's gaze pinned you in a place. Convince me why I shouldn't be angry. You chewed your lip nervously because I was protecting your name. I could have let anyone insult you. You are John Jungkook, no one talks bad about you and gets away with it. He tilted his head, studying you. Slowly his lips curved into a proud smirk. You are trouble, he murmured, but you are my trouble. Relief washed over you as he tugged you into his lap, his hand cradling your cheeks. His lip brushed against the cut on your lip, kissing it softly. Next time, he whispered, call me, don't raise your fist. But what if you don't answer? You taste. He smirked deepened, then I will make sure my men are there before you even blink. You giggled softly, leaning your forehead against his. You are so dramatic. Dramatic? His eyes glinted. You have not seen dramatic yet, sweetheart. Just then his phone buzzed again. He sighed, fishing it out. It's the principal, he muttered, rolling his eyes. Persistent little man, you guessed. Don't answer, he's probably going to. But Jungkook picked up, putting it on speaker. Principal Han, nervous. Mr. John, I just wanted to clarify about Vine's suspension. Jungkook, calm and cold. There is no suspension. Principal Han, sir, school policy states. Jungkook, do you like your job, Principal Han? The line went silent. Jungkook, because if you suspend her, you won't have one tomorrow. The principal stammered. No suspension. I understand, sir. Forgive me. Click. Jungkook smirked, tossing his phone aside. You're just dope. You can't just sit on him like that. He raised a brow. Did I threaten? I simply advised. You buried your face in your hands. You're unbelievable. And you, he pulled your hands away, kissing your knuckles are mine. End of story.